the state of robotics and artificial intelligence. I'm speaking today with Deborah Surrette. She is Chief Commercial Officer with GreyOrange. Hi, Deborah.
Hey, hi Bob, how are you?
Good, thanks for being with me. And of course, this is one of the hottest topics on people's tongues these days in the world of logistics, distribution, and for that matter, the world. What are some of the latest trends that you see in robotics and AI?
So I have the good fortune to meet with hundreds of opportunities, client-based, and I'm sitting with clients every day. Some of the things that are on their mind are, how do I get started, right? What's the first step I take? How is this going to influence the way I do my business? What if I need more than one piece of automation? How do I pull that together? Our clients are always interested in working through the issues that they have with labor and also working through the challenges of supply chain in general, how they make the supply chain more efficient, how they bring those efficiencies to bear and outcomes for their clients, and how they meet promises for their customers every day in a better and better way.
Do you think to a certain extent that people don't really know exactly what AI is right now? What it means?
I think since November in ChatGPT, there's a lot of discussion about it. But in fulfillment, AI has probably been in the background working for us for a little bit, but it's clearly going to have a huge impact on fulfillment going forward, both in the way our software works, in the way automation can perform for clients, and in the way we can drive efficiencies through knowing more about what we're doing.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about how these developments are affecting the industry, both in a positive way and in a negative way. How would you characterize that?
So I think there's great opportunities for a few things with respect to both AI and automation. What I see my clients needing more and more is the opportunity to understand how to bring more than one type of automation together. Many of those types of automation aren't made by the same company, so they need a clean way to orchestrate them. They need that orchestration to then work with other systems in their business so that they can perform business processes across the enterprise. Those things are being driven both by AI, and they're also helping clients become really, really efficient in certain segments of their business, that therefore they can serve the client a little bit better.
Right.
Some of the downsides to this are competitiveness, right? Once one person in an industry does something, everybody wants to keep pace with that. Not every client is positioned well to do that, so that's our job. We have to help them get there. Education, enablement, and making it easy to purchase, easy to get started. Those are some of the challenges that I think that all vendors in this industry, because we are in the beginning of it, that's what our challenge is to overcome and to help our clients overcome.
So what are some of the benefits of integrating AI into the supply chain today? Make the argument for it.
Sure thing. If you think about what is happening today, the most important thing that any company can do is find efficiencies in the way they gather the information that drives their supply chain processes, whether it's the fulfillment of orders or the distribution of orders to their customers or the manufacturing of the products that they're making for their clients. AI serves in all three of those capacities, whether it's bringing intelligence to raw materials, whether it's bringing intelligence to sustainability, or whether it's bringing intelligence to business processes. All three of those areas are impacted through the use of AI.
I mean, AI, by that label, has been around for decades, but what makes it special today? What's the newest thing in AI that makes it, we've talked about ChatGPT, everyone's talking about that, but in this context, why is AI suddenly in the spotlight, and how is it different from what it was in years past?
I can give you a great example of that. If you think about a warehouse, and if you think about what happens in a warehouse, every day there are thousands of moving parts, thousands of different business processes that have to be executed and completed to ensure that that warehouse is operating in an optimal sense. Given the fact that these things are all happening at the same time, real-time activity can become a problem. In the past, those activities were planned out. In the very beginning of the morning, or maybe the night before, they were all planned out. So if one little issue happened, the whole supply chain or the whole event process was disrupted. Now, AI enables us to take real-time information, make decisions real-time, and allow those business processes to continue moving smoothly down the path.
Well, what are some misconceptions about AI in the supply chain?
I think in general, automation and AI potentially have been perceived as maybe eliminating jobs.
No.
And I think that's probably very far from the reality of today. One of the things that we see our clients able to do is take, for example, the extended workforce that was not available to them before, that is available today because they don't have to walk as far in the warehouse. It's a huge opportunity, and we think that's going to continue to grow. Automation and AI together make those jobs possible.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking before about how a lot of people don't even know what AI is, but there's also this misconception about its applications or what it can and can't do, so it's good that you help to enlighten us on that. All right, so we're talking to a certain extent about the adoption of this technology to address the problems of the moment. But how can AI be used to, quote unquote, future-proof supply chains?
That's a great question. So the way I think about it is really in the basics. If you remember during COVID, so much of the supply chain was trapped in different places because it couldn't get to the place it needed to get to. Some of the benefits of real-time automation and real-time AI allow companies to manufacture goods much closer to the time when they're going to be fulfilled to a client. They also give the customer who's manufacturing those goods, a better understanding of what needs to be made when and who needs what to get where. Those types of things are going to carry us far into the future. It'll be a much more efficient supply chain and a much more right place, right time, right price opportunity.
Yeah, more responsive, more real time and the like. So it's interesting to couch it in terms of future resilience of supply chains, which is on everyone's mind today too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. Deborah, thank you so much for helping us to understand just where we are with robotics and AI in the supply chain today. But I want to take a moment to ask you something about GreyOrange specifically. Where do you folks fit into this picture?
We have a great opportunity with GreyOrange. GreyOrange actually supports many, many large enterprise clients in the distribution and fulfillment area. So we focus in warehouses, distribution centers, back of store, helping clients do goods to person processing and multi-agent orchestration. And those agents can be robots, they can be machines, they can be conveyors, and they can be people. So we help them orchestrate all of those business processes across the spectrum of utilization.
Well, again, Deborah, I want to thank you so much for helping us to understand just what's going on in robotics and AI. Tell us a little bit about GreyOrange itself. Thanks for being with me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bob.
I have been speaking with Deborah Surrette of GreyOrange. Thank you very much for watching.